Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to compare two films, one being myself and other being John's film. John is the beginner, I'm the more experienced. We're going to compare footage from the Tesla, what he shot on his Canon R6 and what I shot on my Fuji X-T3 using my Ninja 5 to get the most resolution, which is the 4K 10-bit 422 at 60 frames per second. ProRes HQ, that was a mouthful. We're gonna go ahead and watch the film, see how we put it together, and kind of see the differences and share some thoughts. But without further ado, let's go ahead and watch John's film. Okay, not bad. All right, now I want to go back and kind of explain a little bit what I thought about this film, watching it completely as a whole. Now, I know John is a complete newbie when it comes to filmmaking, and when I say newbie, I mean like very fresh and raw. He just recently picked up the Canon R6 back in January, and I could recommend that camera because he comes from a Canon background. The R6 is a great medium, whereas the R5, where you don't need 8K and 45 megapixels. The R6 is a strong camera that can do 4K, 10-bit, Canon log, 4K 60, all that good stuff. However, when you have a newbie who's learning, he has a strong camera but still doesn't have the skills necessary to fully take advantage of that camera. That being said, and watching on the film itself, I think the music that he chose was really well. It works really well, it's intense, it's strong. Where you can see the newbie experiences the transitions. You have these fade-ins, transitions that we saw, and they're just fading off in and out, and that's understandable. When you're first beginning, you're gonna use what's easiest to you, and that's being these transitions. I like using hard cuts, jump cuts, and different type of cuts where you don't use those transitions, you kind of move on to the next scene with the beat. And that comes to another point. When he was editing, it wasn't edited to the music. See, you wanna either pick a beat or a rhythm and start cutting on those rhythm and those points for the next frame, so that when that bass hits or that drum or whatever hits, it's gonna change. And then you can change up the pattern if it becomes too like predictable, where you know it's like, okay, it's gonna change again as a viewer. But overall, I think for this being his very first time using a gimbal on this shoot, using the camera itself with the lens combo that he has, he did a fairly decent job. And when I was a beginner, I was just at the same level he was. So I'm not gonna bash him at all. When it kind of clicked for me of how to film and how to create a sequence and kind of how to tell a story, one thing that he did well is he went from beginning to end. And the cool thing is when you start filmmaking, you can really go from beginning to end to kind of tell a story, or you can go anywhere and everywhere. Like, you have the control of the narrative. In this case, his control narrative was from the beginning where we started our shots to the end. But looking back at it again, honestly, I think he did a really good job in just learning how to use his equipment, put it on the spot, put it to grind. And the thing is that people don't understand that is the hustle of going out and actually shooting and practicing is what's gonna make you better. I mean, you can watch as many films as you want on YouTube, but if you're not going out and practice, you're not gonna get better. And that's what I did and got me to the point where I'm at now. And seeing John, you know, putting in the work, because this is not his full-time job, but he's putting in the work to learn to eventually get there. Like, that is very honorable, and like, I appreciate that and I love that, because it makes me want to invest more time into him to see him grow and hopefully see his career take off in such. So honestly, he has a lot of work to do, and being completely honest, but he is getting out there, he's doing the grind, he's making sure of asking questions, how to figure things out, and I love that. And for that matter of fact, like, he did better than my first ever video I ever did. My first video sucked completely. And when I say sucked, I was shooting vertically, thinking that it's gonna become horizontal once I put it on the computer. Yeah, that didn't work out. I may share that video, I may share it one day, but today's not the day. Over that, well, that's it for me. Let's go ahead and see what John thinks of my video. So let's go ahead and dive into that.
Hey guys, what is up? My name is John, and I am the beginner filmmaker that has been working with Hobby for a few months now. And we have spoken about doing a little Tesla skit for a little bit now, and we've been super excited about it. And we shot it. You guys seen the behind the scenes already, and it was such a fun experience. And I would do it all over again if I could, because it was that day was just so much fun. But other than that, like, he sent me his clip. He's already done with it. I have it here ready. So let's check out what he did.
Once upon a time, there was a way of life. As time evolves, so do we.
I love that.
Let me introduce you to the future. A future which knows you and your desires. A future that will be a trendsetter, that will inspire and transform the norm. A future that will make us all one.
Wow, that was a really good video. That was really good. Like, it's if that doesn't qualify as a legit commercial, I don't know what does. That was so legit. I'm jealous. I'm very jealous. Like, this whole scenery just looks so nice with the sunset, and just it looks perfect. The car's right here. I didn't even notice. The car's right here. Yeah, and just the whole scenery of this and the color scheme that he chose, it just fits so perfect.
Once upon a time, there was a way of life.
And he gives it like a little vintage look with the film right there going up right there, right here. It looks so dope. I love that. And he just shows the angles of the car.
So,
and this shot, I love this shot because it just shows the Tesla logo. It's just very dramatic, and it's just like, it fits so perfect.
To the future. A future which knows you and your desires.
Like, these angles are just really good.
A future that will be a trendsetter, that will inspire.
And then he has the Model 3 logo, the Model 3 emblem engravement all right there. Looks so dope. And then the transition's so dope. Right there. Like, it was so slow at first, and then, like, it's just so cinematic. It's pretty much for a promo. Like, it's just so dope. And he shows the best features. He shows some really good features of the car. That was a very dramatic ending. That was really dope. Like, the car just leaving right there, and then So such a good video. But wow, that was really good. I'm jealous. I can't wait till I get to that point, that level. But yeah, Javi's such a great filmmaker. He's definitely one of the best that I've seen. I'm not saying that because he's like, I've known him for a while. It's because like I truly enjoy his work. Like it's so incredible. Definitely just wow.